State, Kentucky. We've got Mississippi State, 7-point favorites on the road, 47 the total. Again, this is a Will Levis influenced number right now. We were waiting to see what his status is going into this game against Mississippi State. We'll have to see. And don't forget, too, they had a couple of receivers get hurt last week in the loss against South Carolina. And you definitely can see why the betting markets jumped all over South Carolina plus the points last week against Kentucky. The moment people started to get an idea that Will Levis wasn't going to play in that game, there was absolutely a huge edge I should say a downgrade, if you will, from Will Levis to the backup quarterback, and you could clearly see it. He did not play well last week against South Carolina. So Will Levis day-to-day, but again, in that 24-14 loss, it was pretty rough for Kaya Sharon, the quarterback, 15 of 27, only 178 passing yards, and it really allowed South Carolina to key in on Chris Rodriguez, the running back, shut him down. Mississippi State, Conor, wow, they just keep on rolling and playing great football. I mean, other than the one bad game, they had one hiccup against LSU. And the more I look at that, I'm like, how did they lose that game by 15? It's not that they lost at LSU. It was a night game there, and it's never easy to play there. But the fact they lost by 15 in that game, they played by far a terrible game, their worst game of the season. And other than that, though, they trounced Memphis, trounced Arizona, beat up Bowling Green, and then back-to-back demolitions over A&M and Arkansas. And Will Rogers and this air raid offense has it rolling right now for Mississippi State. The question is, will we see the Kentucky quarterback? Because, again, if Levis plays, I'm interested in the points with Kentucky because this is the point spread role I like this team in. They've still got a capable defense. The defense didn't play that bad against South Carolina. They got worn down later in the game because the offense just couldn't move the football. And we see them in the underdog role this year already, Conor Mack. Outright win against Florida as a dog. 6.5-point dogs at Ole Miss. They lose by 3. They're right in that game. So if we get word later in the week that Levis is playing, that line's going to go back down, and I'm going to try to jump on it as soon as I hear something about Levis if he's in. Because if he's in, this number's going to move, and I think Kentucky's the right side here. As much as I like Leach and Mississippi State on the what they're doing, this is a good team in the underdog role, and they're much better with Levis at quarterback if he's able to play. So I'm looking at Kentucky if we see him back. What do you think, Conor?
We'll see with Mississippi State. 2 home games, they took care of business. The lone loss, at LSU. This is on the road, but you talked about Levis being out is not good. I hear he's not going to play. Obviously, we have the rest of the week, but for what I hear, he's not going to go. But yeah, let's definitely watch that because I'm sure he wants to go. Rogers has been really good, but you know what I've liked the most out of this Mississippi State is their defense. 38th in the country. They've got after it, only, allowed 21 points a game. And that's what I like here, especially if Levis is in. I don't know how Kentucky scores much. They are at home here. They are catching a touchdown, but if he's not in, I don't think they have the firepower. They can key on Rodriguez, force him to throw it, and like he did last week, he made mistakes versus the South Carolina team that's just ho-hum to me. So, yeah, this one's interesting. I don't know if I want to lay the 7, maybe Mississippi State on the road, and I kind of lean under, but we don't got a high total here.